Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good evening around the world, good afternoon somewhere.
In Europe, it's
Europe,
good afternoon.
yes.
Anyway, okay, after that little bit stick up in technicality.
Scenario, yeah.
Anyway, we're very glad to have Ida Lam with us this morning, not this evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
Well, Ida, I just heard your message. You sent me on WhatsApp. Anyway, right. Okay. Tell us something about yourself. Okay, where you were born and where you told me you went to Hawaii for university. That's not bad.
Yeah. Right. Good evening, everyone. I'm here in Hong Kong. The time now is 9:15 in the evening. My name is Ida. I was born and raised in Hong Kong, receiving my primary and secondary education also in Hong Kong in a small town called Yuen Long. So I'm basically a village girl. And then I received my higher education in University of Hawaii. My undergraduate study is sociology, major in sociology. And also my master is in social work. And I've also attained another master in applied business management at University of Newcastle in Australia. That's my academic background.
Okay, you've been collecting degrees all over the place.
Yeah.
Only two places. So well, Hawaii was actually my second home. I spent about 5 years there.
Wow.
Really? Yeah, Hawaii is
beautiful
nice.
Place.
Yeah.
Other than it's very far away. That's the only problem. It's far away from
between Hong Kong and here.
Yeah, it's far away from almost anywhere. It's 5-6 hours flight, when to go anywhere. But
yeah,
okay.
We're about 11 hours from here.
Yeah. Now you got all your social work degrees and business degree. What did you do? You go back to Hong Kong to work?
Yes, I go back to Hong Kong to work as a social worker, and my major concentration is in rehabilitation. So it's like what you did in legal profession. You go into a special areas, and my special area is rehabilitation, which is helping people with disabilities.
No.
There's a scratchy noise. There's a scratchy noise on
where's your microphone?
Maybe your microphone's doing it, because when we talk, there's no scratchy noise. Yeah, there it is, scratchy noise.
I'm quite okay here.
You don't hear scratchy. Oh, okay. All right, let's continue.
I have my fan on. Maybe that's the reason. I'm switching it off.
No.
Hope that will be more.
Maybe.
Yeah. That did it. Okay. That did it.
Okay. Oh, it must be your speaker is swinging around. That's why. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now you went back to Hong Kong. So what did you do after you went home? After all your degrees.
As anybody graduated from universities, I find jobs. I've been through with several jobs, but mostly is in social work. But one of the more impressive thing that I did is to set up a first center for the severely disabled persons in Hong Kong, a training school, and also a residential service that is first of its kind in Hong Kong for the severely mentally challenged people. And that was supposed.
Hold up your earplugs. I think that's scratching. That's why it's very scratchy noise. Just hold it.
I cannot hear you. Oh,
no. Your microphone. Your line. Hold up the line.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know. We'll test it out. It's really scratchy. Very loud.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
No.
We can hear you, but it's still scratchy. See.
When you move it, it has noise. Now it's okay.
Yeah, don't move.
Okay. I try to stay very.
Yeah.
Calm.
Okay. Now hold that line. Hold that wire. That's why I think that's
okay.
why it's giving all the trouble. So okay, you went back to Hong Kong, did all this, right? So you really get involved in your whatever you studied, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
that's my profession.
You enjoy that?
Yes and no.
What happened? What happened?
As with any job, you know, in a job, you have satisfaction and dissatisfaction. So it depends on the weight, which side you were in. The satisfaction, I think, is you really help to improve things and people and those people involved, parents and also the users of our services. But the dissatisfaction, I think, is in almost most of the situation when doing work with people who are less advantaged. The resources were limited and the demands was most often hard to meet or fulfill because a lot of people needs those kind of help, but you know, usually funding and money are not really good enough. Like what I'm doing now as a volunteer for an NGO, that means non-government organization, that is called Arts with the Disabled Association. We have been running it for 35 years and it's not getting any government funding. So the challenges is that you want to do a lot of things, but not necessarily you can get funds to fulfill what you want to do. That's sometimes the frustration, but it's really very common, and we consider it as a fact of life.
Yeah, well, I guess there are a lot of people you like to help, except that there's only so much you can do. I mean, you know,
yes,
due to resources or even manpower for that matter.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
How did you meet NuSkin then?
Yeah. Oh, that's a very interesting question. It's never been occurred to me that I'll be doing business or going into MLM, because one, this is not my profession. Two is I'm not a business person, and I don't know how to operate business at all. So how do I come into NuSkin is because of I've given birth to one child, but it's in a very advanced, you know, maternal age. I'm giving birth to my daughter close to about 40 years old. So after giving birth to my daughter, you know, with any woman, you really was sort of out of shape. I was kind of big, you know. At that time, I weighed about 128 pounds. As against now is 110 pounds. And my skin was really, you know, dry, dull, and puffy. I can't fit into myself into any of the dresses, especially my favorite jean. So that was very depressing. And it happens that one of my friends told me, why don't you try a new product called NuSkin? So that's how I get in touch with NuSkin. It's probably is for the is from the product side of it. So after using it, my weight reduced and my look is much better than before. So I was happy about it. And then somebody told me about the business. They say that it is a very good business. And they also said that it will cover, you know, many countries in the world. But at that time, I think it only covered about 11 or 12 countries. That was at a very early stage. That's how I came into touch with the product. And then somebody told me about the business.
Now, to tell you the truth, when you first started, okay, when first people, your friend first introduce you to NuSkin, were you open to that, or you just go, no, thank you?
Yes, you were right in predicting that. I just gave them a very strong and flat no. But the reason was very obvious because one, I have a very young kid, right? I am busy at work at the university because by that time, I practiced social work for quite a number of years. And then I got into university to teach social work and train social workers. So it was a very hard and tough life. I kept myself very busy apart from taking care of the family. Then I have to work full time. And then I also have to do volunteer work, research, and, you know, all that. And plus, I felt that it was not related to my profession. I was never trained as somebody who could do a business. So it really never occurred to me that I should pick up this as a business at that time, right? So I just gave them a flat no, but then the products were really nice and good. So it also helped my daughter and my husband with their health. My daughter had a very serious skin allergy, and also with my husband who had a nasal allergy. Every morning he sniffed his nose, and then same with my daughter. She scratches her skin. So it was a headache for me. But then surprisingly, for my daughter, we use Splash C for her skin allergy, and in about 3 months' time, it sort of died down. So I thought this is really amazing, and had confidence in the product. So I kept using it. And then those people also, I told you about those people, is actually the group that I was into now, Mrs. Vera Waters' group. They told me about the business again. They are quite persistent, and then I really wasn't really interested in. But one thing that really impressed me was that those people there are very energetic, full of positive attitude, and their face and also their eyes went blink blink, when they talk about the business, And I thought those kind of energy and those kind of attitude was something very nice and good to have. I wanted myself to get involved in it because I wanted to know what had happened, what made them change so much. And some of them were really successful business person. So I have this doubt in myself. And I was telling myself that since the products were good, so they were telling me that there were systems to train me up, and then there were teams there to assist. And I was telling myself, well, there's nothing to lose. So it's just really purely out of curiosity to wanted to get to know what this was about, and why these people were so energetic, so hopeful, so wanted to achieve something for themselves, etc., etc. So I thought that, well, might as well give myself a chance just to see what it was about. So it's just purely out of sort of curiosity and not knowing exactly what it was. But I kind of think that there must be something there that I did not realize at that point in time. And so why not just go ahead and take a look? That's kind of the initial attitude. So I wasn't those kind of people who was looking for very bright direction or future ahead of me, or something that can save me to change my life. No, because I'm already very busy with my own profession and also my various busy work. But I'm just curious. Initially, it's because of curiosity.
Because you want to find out why are these guys so
eager,
energetic, so happy, and then try to help you and all that, right? Well, that's the main thing about those of us are in NuSkin. We try to help you guys out, but we try to help people, but a lot of people on the receiving end of it, unfortunately, don't look at it that way.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, I guess one thing that's really important is that you have to give yourself an open mind when you are looking at new things.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what you need. You need to at least sit down and listen. Okay. Yes. Instead of just a flat no, find out a bit more. Okay. Now you say this is so and so. Now the company is such and such. How the products are. Now, good thing is the products are good.
Yeah. Okay. From my own experience. So product knowledge and experience with top product as an initial person, a new person, is very important.
Right. That's for those of us who have never sold anything before, right? Yes. It's much easier to start with product. Now, or we have no business mind at all in the beginning. So
Yeah.
the easiest way to convince yourself or to persuade yourself is to use the products. And the products, when you use the products, you enjoy the products, what happens? You're much more willing to share. You can speak with a lot more confidence. I'm not trying to, cheat you or whatever, right? So,
Yes,
and
yes.
then what? And now you finally starting to have an open mind. Then what happens?
Well, then I just start using the products diligently, because the others, apart from skincare, one other thing that helped me is the supplements. And the first supplement that I got in touch is Life Pack. It really helped me a lot because I feel more energetic. I feel less tired. And then sort of after I've been using it as a routine or habit, I feel that you really have a peace of mind if you use the products diligently. You really have to get used to using it as a habit. A lot of people lose their confidence is because they are not using them regularly, and then the product as a result is not giving you what is not giving you the effects that you are expecting, and that's why people sort of is having some second thought about whether the products are good or not. But I guess I sort of like to get myself into a routine. You know what I mean? When you find that this is what you need, then I just use Life Pack in the day and in the evening as a habit, and that's kind of helped me to see the result of it. I get less tired, and then the other thing is that normally in Hong Kong, I usually is not really in a very good healthy situation. I'll usually in summertime I'll get flu 2 or 3 times, especially going in out of the very cold air conditioner.
Yeah.
In summer, in winter time, I'll usually get cold, coughing and all those things, because I teach. I cannot rest my throat too much, and I usually had cold or coughing quite regularly. But it seems to me for Life Pack, after I've been using them for about half a year, gradually those situations sort of die down. And I thought this is really very useful for me. So I kept using them. Yeah.
Now, you said your husband, the products help your husband too, right? What did he use?
He used at that time, he used Optimum Omega. There's no Marine Omega yet at that time, and also Life Pack.
Okay.
Yeah. How long did he use before he saw some difference?
Oh, that's a long story. He had this kind of problem all the time, and then I think it's about half a year. Then the situation sort of improved. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't, like a lot of men, he didn't believe in supplements, but then very strangely, after he saw the effect of it, he became so religious about the products. Then before he finish it, he would say, "Oh, I need Life Pack. I need Omega." So you can see the change, and you can see the power of the products.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, and I think there was another question already that for your daughter, and then how long she only takes Splash C or any other thing? How did you help her in her eczema?
Mainly it's Splash C, but I also, before I gave her Splash C, she was using Jungamo, the children's multiple vitamin. Yeah. Yeah, you can really see Jungamo is a very good product, because she used to be like kids when she went to the kindergarten. She got all this flu and things like that with a lot of other kids around. Yeah, but kind of that, jungle mode really helped her to sort of stay away from being affected by other kids' problem.
Well, that's one story you can share too. I mean, we have some friend in, where is it? They used jungle mall and the kid didn't get sick. Meanwhile, her classmates are all sick. And the parents had to ask, hey, what did you do to you? To your kid?
It's very convincing.
She's
but
not
the other
sick
thing,
and our kid is sick.
the other thing that I should mention is about G3. When G3 was first introduced, she was about 11 at that time. And then she had to wear eyeglasses. Hong Kong kids always have to wear eyeglasses. And then I gave her G3, and next she had always had eye test, annually. And the next year I went back with her to see the eye doctor. Her short-sightedness had actually reduced 50 degree. 50
Okay.
Yeah, 50. Yeah. And then she stayed on with that score and did not increase too much. That is something very important. Because we were told that as young kids, adolescent, the short-sightedness will get more and more serious when they grow up, because of all the blue light and then reading and then all those things.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I noticed in our high school pictures. All the kids are wearing glasses. Most of them. Not
Hong Kong.
Same here. Yeah.
Not too many of them don't wear glasses, unfortunately. I guess they study too hard, that's a problem. Yeah. Okay, well, that's very good. Very good. You have you have your own family benefited from using the products, and that gave you confidence to tell others about it. So now, how do you get started from there? Then you just recommend to your friends?
I recommend it to my friends, and had been loyal users all along. Well, because I was so busy with my own work at the early stage, I wasn't really had enough time to get involved. But I was really lucky to have a very good team of people, and they sort of gave me a lot of support. Some friends around me, I would just talk to them about the products, and then the follow-up work will be done by some of my teammates there. Okay. And then, but gradually my group grew, and then I guess the turning point is age lock. Yeah, because when age lock came, I kind of felt that this is going to be a very, very big market. And I also think that age lock is doing a lot of goodies for people, because one, the medical burden of a place or a society or a country for that matter will be greatly reduced if, when we go into old age, we're still staying young and healthy, not really relying a lot of medical help. That's one thing. And the other thing is that you just imagine if somebody is about 70 years old, but when the age lock technology can help them to stay about like 10 or 15 years or 10 years younger. So this person is going to be 60 years old only. And then he can stay healthy, enjoy life, enjoy more interesting, volunteer work, whatever. They can have very fulfilling and enjoyable life. Maybe it's more interesting than their first half of life. And I think this is something very great. So I've decided, and then because of all these reasons, and also my group has been growing on bigger, so I've decided to turn it into full-time.
So someone just joined from Dubai. Just want to let you know, this is a really worldwide business.
Okay. Listening in from Dubai.
Listening from Dubai. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about NuSkin, right? It's really a transnational business. Okay, so you use the products and you build your group with the help of you're being helped with by your what's it, your organization to build, right? And I guess the interesting part is you became convinced by the products, and I'm sure all the others in your group are the same way, right? I mean, are your groups do you have many business-minded people in the beginning? They just come in and then, okay, I want to do this business, or it's just like you, let me try the products. Let me try the products. Oh, the products are good. Then they open up their minds. I mean, that's one process.
Well,
I think. Go ahead.
Well, I think we have different people from different background in our bigger group, but for our own group, it's actually not too many people who are in business, except Eddie, my brother. He's my downline, and he's in China trade. He was, I think, the only one who was in business. The other people, the other group members, like Christina, or most of us are in teaching, nursing, those kind of profession. Not at all in a business background. Not at all.
Right. So for those who are not from a business background, will take a bit longer, isn't it, to see that this is a good business. For business people, they see it. I guess they think of it differently. They look for business people, say, okay, what are the costs of doing this business? What are the returns? But for those who have not done business before, we don't look at it that way, right?
Yes, but I think one of my thinking about NuSkin is that the philosophy or the values of NuSkin is actually something very social work, and that's why I identify with this company more easily, because I feel that I'm not sort of drifting far away from my own profession, but it's actually entering into a business platform, but they're also achieving a lot of social work elements. When you read its mission, there are words like empowerment, enriching. Those kind are very social work jargons, so to speak. Yeah. And all its mission is very similar to what we have been pursuing in the profession, helping people to help themselves.
Right.
Oh,
So it's very similar to NuSkin's mission. Of course, they have also force for good, nourish the children, etc. That's something that I would identify easily, and it's comforting to see that there is a business organization globally, but they're also doing things like, what we social workers are pursuing for. Everybody should be a social worker at heart.
Right. Well, that's the thing. See, with NuSkin, you're helping yourself, of course, but you're also helping others to grow too, right? I mean, take you, for example, now you're in a position to help more people even.
Yes. And I guess the other thing that is fascinating to me is the duplication model, which you will not find in a regular job.
Can you share more? When did you realize, and how did it affect you?
When you receive a very good check. We're not supposed to talk about money, okay?
Right.
Well, yeah, but I can see the potential. The sky is the limit, and it's very fair.
Right.
You work hard, then you get the results.
You build a big group, you get a good size check. That's all. It's in direct proportion, right? I mean, nothing magical about that. Seriously, right? You're willing to work hard, and you build a good size organization. Your check will be reflect that. That's all.
So you too, and also some other very successful leaders are models for us to follow.
Well, anyway, well, we are glad that we could help so many other people. That's the one thing.
Mhm.
You know, that's
Yes.
one thing that's, you know, to us is rather satisfying, seriously, because we see you youngsters grow like this. You know, it's very low wai on
Oh,
wai,
on
okay?
Yeah.
What's that in
There's some-
English?
Wai an wei.
No, what's in
It's
English?
very satisfying for old people like us, okay?
Oh, okay,
to see the young new bloods coming up.
That's right. This
Right.
is the youngsters.
great.
Okay. All right. So let me see. What else? What other questions I have? Okay. How does NuSkin compare with what you did before? You know, you were a teacher, right? You're a professor. How does that compare? You know, now you're a NuSkin distributor. How does it make, you know, what's it, how do you feel about that? How different do you feel about that?
It's a two entirely different field or two different disciplines. So it's not really comparable. I did enjoy my teaching and my profession very much, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to go against NuSkin. As I said, I feel that both of them had a lot of shared values. And because of the shared values, I do not feel that I'm drifting away from my profession. But having said that, I also think that NuSkin is much more vibrant and is full of challenges. The sky is actually the limit. You can do whatever you want and set your goal. But when you are in a teaching organization or just a organization, there are a lot of limitations and constraints. So it's two very different things. But in a way, I also do volunteer work with NGO, Arts with the Disabled Association. And then we have a social enterprise that sells, you know, a lot of artwork and people with disability to the community. I actually feel that the training and experience in NuSkin helped me in running my NGO, because then I know business will go up and down, right? And then also there are challenges. You don't always win, but you have to be very positive. And then when you meet challenges, then you have to think about ways to solve your problems. That is very different from a NGO, which may just receive regular money from government, and they don't need to worry about how business will be like in the market. But I guess my NuSkin experience actually helped me a lot with setting strategic plans for this particular NGO, especially in these 2 recent years, which Hong Kong had gone through a lot of hard time.
Right.
So the two actually for me, it's not mutually exclusive. It's actually complementary to each other when you blend in both experiences. And it's a gain to me overall, rather than, you know, you just go for one direction or for one experience only in social work or one experience only in NuSkin. I don't know whether you understand that or not.
No,
but
well,
overall speaking.
Yeah, I guess with NuSkin, you can generate the income to support. You can look at that. You know, the NGOs are always worry about funding.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now that with NuSkin, you can say, okay, now I can do this, and that to help my NGO to generate some income. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that.
Yeah, certainly I agree with that, because you have spare resources, you know, additional resources.
Right.
But the other thing that I would like to mention is about your own mindset. You're more prepared to do a business when you have the experience that you had with NuSkin.
So you are well, I guess you can stand up to challenges that you can have, right? You
Yeah.
may face instead of just folding.
Now, what are some of the things that you learned? Can you share with us some things that you realized that in NuSkin you actually are stronger? You learned for you to do NGO.
Oh, I think in NuSkin, you really have to learn constantly. There are new products coming up, right? And a lot of new things are coming up in NuSkin too. I've gone through quite a number of changes, like 1.0, 2.0, now is 3.0. Quite obviously, it's like change of a commission plan. Velocity is a very big change. Now we have sharer schemes, and now the company is going more into the direction of using social media. Right. For people of our age, we are not really too familiar with social media, right? But now,
Wait. You're a kid compared to us.
Okay.
like doing Zoom, right? Well, we're very
Uh-huh.
familiar with Zoom nowadays. So this is something very interesting. And I think this is a plus because you have to always facing all these changes, then you have to grow together with the company's new initiative.
Yeah, you just have to adjust, go with the flow, I guess.
No,
Well,
learning.
what's
It's
coming.
also
Yeah,
learning. That's really
yeah,
good. Yeah.
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 Okay,
Yeah. So
now,
you cannot stop, right? Because
right.
it's keep pushing you that you have to pick up all these new technologies and new strategies.
Right. Now talking about new technology. What Hong Kong was hit by COVID-19 too. What kind of
Yeah.
effect did this problem have on your business?
And
I-
how do you
I
deal
think-
with it? How do you deal with it? Yeah.
Oh, we're getting very used to it already. It's been 2 years. You know, when we first had this COVID in at the beginning, everybody was, you know, sort of losing their direction and say, shall we meet each other? No, then what do we do?
You
know,
can't
ask
eat.
all kinds of questions. Now we are very easy and comfortable. And we've been talking to each other. Wow, Zoom is really fantastic. You can stay home, and wear your pajama. You can still talk to your downlines, right? We have been doing Zooms every Sunday ourselves in our group. Yeah,
Okay.
just through Zoom.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing we've noticed is keeping communication with your group is very important.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing we had done before. You know, we would come to Hong Kong and Malaysia to say hi to everybody. But now it's even easier. You know, we can meet like
On
this
Zoom.
on Zoom.
Yeah.
We don't have to
Yeah.
fly, 20 hours or something from
Yeah.
here to Hong Kong.
Yes.
Saves a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah. Much more convenient.
I know. And another thing is when you have meetings, you can call Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
No one has excuse. I'm in the traffic jam. I cannot show up.
Yeah. I agree with you. We just have a partner. She is from she has been in Hong Kong for 30 some years, and she worked here and she got married. But then her home is in Melbourne. So just now, like a month ago or 2 weeks ago, she went back to Melbourne. She got herself trained and she had a team here, and then she is now in Melbourne. We still keep in touch with her, and we have expos just now. And then we can just link her up, and then she was telling us who to follow up, etc. And then of course she can start again in Melbourne easily.
Yeah. Well, that's very good. Melbourne, huh?
Yeah. So the COVID-19 did not affect you, or it did affect you, and then you regroup, or what happened?
I think generally speaking, we're happy with the arrangement that we had now with Zoom and all this technology. I don't think it is affecting us too badly, the COVID-19.
Yeah, that's good.
How many Zooms? So how do you, I'm just curious, I want to learn. So how do you do your Zooms? You do only once a week?
Oh, for long benefit, we have our own timetable, right? And our own schedule. So most of the timetable or our schedule would use Zoom instead of using the old way of going face-to-face or going to the center. But privately, our own group, then we use Zoom more oftenly by sometimes one-to-one Zoom for, like doing consultation, planning, etc. Or we do small group training.
Yeah,
That would be sort of a regular arrangement. We set up a schedule of Sunday 9 o'clock. We have our own, 10 o'clock, sorry. Sunday 10 o'clock, we have our own small Zoom group meeting.
Okay.
And that will last for about 1 hour.
You have your own subgroup meeting, essentially, right?
Yes.
You have the big group meeting, and then your subgroup meeting, you have a subgroup meeting, and then
or individual.
individual.
Or individual.
So your big group meeting, I'm just curious, okay, like a long benefit, how often do you have meeting every day?
Usually is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Wow.
So we have our BOM, and we also have our product training and also business training.
That's good.
That's good. So in a sense, COVID-19 did us a favor.
It
Yes, you can say that.
Forces us to learn the new technology for us oldies.
Yeah.
Yes. And also use Facebook more often.
Yeah,
true. And then we also have our own Facebook group.
Oh, you have your own Facebook group. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I guess in Hong Kong, you still have a lockdown, or is it more relaxed now?
More relaxed, but we still have cases from overseas. From other places.
From what I heard.
Locally, they say today they had a new case. It's a local case, so everybody got sort of upset because we were quite good for the last 3-4 weeks. No local cases, but today there was a local cases. One local case. It's from the airport. A worker in the airport. A worker in the airport.
Okay, well, don't forget how many millions of people do you have in Hong Kong. So one case. I mean, it's bound to happen. So there'll be some bad cases.
It's a Delta case. That's why people are more.
Well, just wait and see what happens. Instead of hitting the panic button. Saying that the sky is falling. So, but anyway, okay. Now that you've been successful in NuSkin, right? A new COE1. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All that hard work brought good results, right? So what do you think is the most satisfying from what you've done in NuSkin?
Most satisfying is a lot. I guess first of all, you have a group of partners who have worked very close with you and become, like lifelong friends. Right. And then it's a family business for me because Eddie has been doing it with the business with me, and my daughter, she is also involved in this business. In a family, we have a family of 6 brothers and sisters. We all go different ways, and we some of them were overseas and all that, and then some of us, we are in different profession. Like Eddie is in business, China trade, and I am in teaching social work. But the business sort of group us together, and then out of the family, some of our family members are using the products, but 3 of us are now in the business ourselves. And I consider this is something very satisfying because you don't always have those kind of opportunity. And one other satisfying thing is that you have the potential to help people to improve their lives.
Yes, well, you don't. It's not that you don't have the potential. You have helped a lot of people.
That's what she said.
The potentials.
Yeah.
You're helping
and
a lot
of course,
people.
Of course, global business too, because NuSkin provide us such opportunity, right? If I am in teaching, then I receive salary from the government, Hong Kong government. But then in NuSkin, you can receive checks all over.
That's
True.
nice. That's
Yeah.
nice, isn't it?
That's really nice.
You're not limited to one place, you know.
Yeah, one market, right?
Yeah, your income comes from many. You don't even know where it will come from, for that matter.
Yes.
That's a nice part about it, right? You say, oh, I have so much money from this country. Oh, I have, you know, yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So now you've been involved in NuSkin for a number of years. Can you imagine if you didn't go into NuSkin, what would have happened?
What would have happened? Well, I guess I'll just stay as a teacher, doing research, writing books, training up social workers. It's not bad, but I guess it would be less fun. And I won't be so health conscious. But in NuSkin and supplements and all that, you are much more health conscious, and of course more good looking.
That's the most
personally,
personally,
or at least this is a personal gain, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We wider circle of friends.
Yes. That's very true. Okay. For example, without NuSkin, we wouldn't know you guys.
That is,
yes,
yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Right. I mean, we have friends all over the world, or you have friends over the world too now because of NuSkin.
Yeah. So I come to think of it, it's out of curiosity that I joined NuSkin, but actually it's a very good blessing.
So it's good to be curious.
Yeah.
Oh no, at least give yourself a chance.
That's right. Keep an open mind at least once. You know, when someone approach you and try to tell you about NuSkin, at least give them a chance to explain to you what this can lead to. Instead of saying no right away, because I mean, I wish more people will have an open mind now instead of just saying no.
Well, but then we need to also congratulate ourselves because we give ourselves a chance.
True. But if everybody says yes, well,
would be too late. Yeah, but it wouldn't be. You know, I don't think everybody would say yes. That's
no
kind of improbability.
No, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I seldom people say, well, wonderful, I'm going to embrace this business as soon as possible. No, that's not going to happen, right?
Well, turn it around, Ida. When your upline came to talk to you, you didn't say yes right away, right?
Yeah.
So why should your prospects say yes to you immediately? This is called payback, Bo Ying.
Well, I told my downlines the same thing too.
Yeah,
just imagine. Just imagine when you first started, how many no's you have said to us, right? So why do you expect your prospect will say yes so soon?
Yeah. So
it's a way to comfort them.
Yeah. So don't feel bad. You yourself said no to. Yeah. Well, anyway, okay. So, any words of wisdom that you may have for newcomers?
I think for newcomers.
What happened?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
For newcomers, I guess I would say it's best to follow the footsteps of successful leaders and then keep on learning. Take actions. We said we have this word 搞定自己，做就对了。Fix yourself up and take action. Because a lot of people in the beginning they worry too much, and then they do not take enough action
I like
for
that.
newcomers.
Fix yourself up. I'm going to use your words.
Take action.
Our Mandarin wording is that 搞定自己，做就对了. I
Yeah.
learned it from the I learned from the China counterparts.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Yeah. Well, what is recruit yourself first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that this is a good business, and then keep going. You
Yeah.
know, just
Yeah.
do it,
Mhm.
right? Like what they say in Nike, do it, just do it.
Yes, just do it, and then the experience and the result will come.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you'll run into, issues, but those are just, things that they throw in to make life more interesting. It's not that it's going to make you give up once you're convinced that this is a good business. I mean, you just have to see
Yes.
that this is an excellent business that can open up a lot of possibilities for you,
Mhm.
right? Instead of, for you, for example, instead of being a teacher, for a long time now, I think actually you can help a lot more people this way. Instead of just
True.
being teaching students.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ooh, there's a fly in
And
here.
also, I think 3.0 is really a very fascinating timing. Yeah, and from our partnership with NuSkin, it seems to me that this company always delivers more than it promises. So they've given a lot of hardware support. So for newcomers, I guess this is a golden opportunity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it will open up many other channels, like through social media and all that, to recruit people.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You wanna
There's
ask?
a question in the Q&A. Anonymous person says, what do you do when you feel demotivated or someone is putting you down, tell you that it's hard and it will not work?
Oh, well, this is just daily thing. It happens all the time. For me, I would just do something that makes yourself happier, like take a nap, go movie, etc. Just release the tension. But you really need to be firm about your own belief, because people's wordings does not really reflect the truth. But at the same time, you have to understand, because they are not you. They have not gone through the training and the experience and the understanding that you have gone through. So it's natural that they'll give you such comments. And then therefore don't take it too personal.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I guess we need to have the ability to bounce back.
Yes.
Well, just because someone rejected you doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
As you said, we've rejected others too.
That's right. So
Mowing.
yeah,
Mowing.
it's payback.
Payback.
Yeah, we know for us, I can never prospect or sign up anybody until about the 4th time we meet.
Yes.
Because that's what happened to us.
Yeah.
That's what happened to us. So I said, this payback is exactly the duplication. The duplication model, 4 visits. Yeah.
Right. Because, I mean, you yourself rejected your sponsors, information the first time around. So why you expect everybody's going to say yes to you? Okay. You just have to keep going instead of just folding up and say, oh, this is no good. Why is it no good? You got to find out why. Why do you think it is no good?
Yeah.
I mean, when people come and tell you, oh, this is no, not good, you're bound to fail. Why? Ask them, what do you think it is? what do you think this is? No good. Give me the reasons. Just don't give me a blanket. No. That's the worst thing now. Not you did to other people. Just a blanket. No. Right? I mean, that's not an informed reply, very obviously. When you say just no, you just saying no because of you want to say no.
Yeah.
You have no reason behind that.
And then to me,
Yeah,
I think sometimes when you get rejected or something like that, then you have to find, like you said, how do you bounce back? I don't know. I go listen to some music, or maybe I go listen to some other talks. On YouTube, there's a lot of talks that you can listen to different NuSkin people or even non-NuSkin people, to how to make yourself better. And that will bounce. I think that will help us to heal and bounce back.
Or if you have a dog, go take your dog for a walk or something.
Yes.
The dog will always make you happy. The dog will always make you feel like, he's so happy to see you every time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
does that answer? I hope that answered the question for the person who's asking.
Another question
there's
now.
a second question now. Continuation maybe.
Linda.
From Linda. Excuse me. May I ask, when your child was suffering from eczema, how long did your child consume Drungamol? I guess how long did your daughter take Drungamol and all that before she became better?
Oh, well, I didn't really quite calculate. I didn't have the exact calculation. But once Drungamol was out, I just kept giving her Drungamol, and then the situation gradually improves. Not only because of the allergy, but her sort of overall well-being, health well-being, gradually improves too. She used to be, she's not a very strong kid, and I remember that oftentimes she had to take medicine to school, and then the medicine usually was with the school, official people, that took care of the kids. And then she was so frequent that the staff there was telling her, how come you come again this time and have to take your medicine again, right? So, but then the situation actually gradually improves. And then I can also feel that she grows taller, faster. That's, my experience. Yeah. So Drungamol is really helpful. And if you don't have Drungamol in your place, take G3 for kids.
Well, yeah, for our own testimony, I got COVID back in January. Okay.
After the first vaccination.
Right. I mean, 10 days after I got the first shot, I got COVID. Well, put it this way, I got tested positive for COVID. And because of that, I started drinking G3 daily.
Because he refused to eat anything. Playing the sickly boy.
No,
I'm so
I
tired.
Wait a minute. I take my vitamins. We take lots of vitamins. It's just that, G3 is not something I drink daily.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
But since I got sick, I started drinking 2 ounces of G3 every day, and my scanner score went up.
Oh yeah.
So it does. The products are good, no problem. I mean, that's the one thing about it. It's just that I'm too lazy. That's all.
Yeah, but he makes a G3 every morning right now, so we're really good. We are. Yeah. You make it.
Yeah, I put in a glass for her. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, for that matter, next week we have a doctor on our interview. He will talk about integrative medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, because, the conventional thinking is you are sick, especially with chronic problems. Okay, going to a regular doctor really doesn't help that much, because they'll give you pills to take. They never find out what's wrong with you. what are the causes, how you can avoid it. And invariably, like chronic problems, like, I don't know, arthritis and things, that all all of it because your bad lifestyle, not enough sleep, eating the wrong things, okay, not taking supplements. Okay, so with integrative medicine, it's interesting. So you guys, now you've been told about this, so tune in next week.
Yeah.
Our friend
Okay.
Dr. Pan will talk to us about that. Okay, so it'll be a good interview. Anyway, all right. So now, anything else you want to add to tell this group, the audience here?
Is there any questions that I need to answer?
Yeah. Anyone else has a question? Yeah.
No.
No, it's okay. So maybe just a word for all the people who are doing the business, what would you say? We'll continue.
All the people who are doing the business? Well,
yeah, I know. Yeah. A recommendation, I don't know, something, whatever. Yeah. Last word for you.
Yes. Never give up.
Very good.
Very good. That's right.
Precisely. That's the attitude that everybody must have. Never give up, because, most of us run into rejections. Rejections. That's the main thing about this business is you have many rejections. Okay, you just have to learn. Okay.
A few more words.
And just keep on going.
Yes. Well, you just consider it as a path, right? And then there will be ups and downs, different challenges. So that's such is life, right? So once you consider this a meaningful thing to do, then you have to do it right and create results before you consider giving up. But never give up. Right.
I mean, those who reject you don't see the picture. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the lack of knowledge that led to the rejection. It's not you.
That's right.
Yes.
They don't know what the situation is. That's why, it's nothing with you, nothing wrong with you. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, we've been on for over an hour. Well, normally I told you, right, we have an hour, but we kept talking.
I know. It's a good talk. I love the painting behind you. It is such a calming, nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Monet,
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experiences.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for coming on.
I know.
You're welcome. My pleasure. My privilege.
We need to celebrate your success.
Yes.
Becoming COE1.
Hey. I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah. All right. So
okay.
If there are no
no question. Well, we should stop recording first. Hold on.
Let me stop this recording.
Hold on.